Oh, Chi.
Nice.
Did you see this tweet from Radovan?
Tell me.
Just listened to Poker in the Airs from 2 weeks ago. Shout out to the pencil dude. How is Monte Carlo?
Yeah, Pencil Dude was one of the guys on the stand-up that myself and a gang went to watch Joe perform in London. And one of the other guys on the bill was a guy who stood up and talked about pencils, which actually, from a surrealist point of view, was much funnier than some of the people who thought they were actually funny comedians. Good to hear from you, Radovan. We're having a good time here in Monte Carlo. We're just easing into our first day of 5 broadcasting here as we follow this main event all the way through to its conclusion at the end of the week. Hope you'll join us for as much of it as possible. Play along. You got the bounty bonus. You got the free rolls every evening.
Your boy Graziano in his Canadian dress shirt taking on Patrick Antonius. C-betting into a pot of 15,000, 8,000. And Patrick is here to stay. Graziano getting the old hucklebuck.
A 9 of hearts on the turn. 31,400 to fight over.
Here we go again. I want to be more than friends.
$61,400 to fight over a 7 of diamonds on the river.
Now, we're about to go on a tournament break in the bounty bonus.
Right.
Do not be fooled. There's still 5 more minutes of the rebuy period when we get back.
Right.
Then there'll be another break. But during that break is when you have to make sure that if you're going to add on a rebuy, don't miss that.
Okay. And then from that point forth, knockout Waster, J. Hartigan, who's got a lot of chips, and Joe Stapleton, and you will pick up $150 in bounties. As we get a check here from Salvatore. Opportunity knocks, or is it a trap to walk into for Patrick Antonius?
Bounties are live, that's correct. After that, in about 10 minutes time, quick shout out to Feed the Geese on Twitch. Thanks for joining the broadcast. You can see the action so far in this hand, how we got to this 61,400 chip pot. Graziano's finally taking his foot off the gas, and Patrick says, that's okay, I've got a foot.
I'll drive. $35,000, half the pot. And you mentioned earlier on, a half pot seems like a standard. I think I have the best hand here.
Bye-bye. Feed the Geese also adds that he thought that the Waster was particularly hilarious on this week's Poker in the Airs.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate your kind gestures. Everyone enjoy the break. We can give a little bit of focus back to the poker just for a short while. Also, somebody asked me, when is the free roll that I spoke about? That is in about 4¼ hours every single evening, 9:15 p.m. here in Central European time, summertime. So right now it is just 5 minutes before 5 p.m. So 9:15. So every day at 4:15 in the afternoon we have the bounty bonus, and every night at 9:15 here we have the free roll. More about the free roll a bit later on in today's broadcast. To remind you here, all the way through till Friday, when we bring you our cards up coverage of the final table here at the PokerStars Championship, Monte Carlo. Do remember to keep us company, hashtag PokerStars TV if you want to catch up with us on Twitter. Keeping an eye also on twitch.tv/PokerStars. There's some new stuff going on as well. I don't know if we're quite ready for yet more ways to chat to you guys, but those are mostly how we monitor your chat. Any questions for us, feel free to bounce them in. Davide under the gun +1 makes it 5,200. Being asked how we sign up for this free roll. Do not panic. We will give you all the details we need. It isn't not yet activated like Robot was. Stay tuned.
I'm all in.
And Benoit Lamb gets it all in. His last 35,500 after Davide Katai raised it. And he seems very happy with that. And he's out of immediate trouble. 51,000 for Benoit. 25 bigs, just ahead of Martin Lund with 24 bigs. It is Salvatore Graziano, who is the shortest stack here with 35 minutes left on the level. And then we will hit a break. Average stack now 111,276. So 4 of our players here pretty comfortable, 3 of them not so. And our qualifier, Andres Maplakov's, sitting in the middle of the stack, 82,400 for him. A happy lamb, says Mifrala in Twitch. Yes, he looked incredibly happy to have picked that up.
Did you do this tweet from Amy?
No, I was waiting for you.
Shout out to Staves. I'm back watching some high-class poker and listening to your nonsense. So he's watching 2 poker streams?
Yeah.
At the same time?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
I think that's meant in the nicest possible way.
Oh, I thought he was watching one high-class poker stream and then another one with me on it.
Maybe so. My nan, you know you're in for quality anecdote. My nan, who...
Congrats on still having a nan.
Oh, no, she died.
Oh,
years ago.
Sorry. Too soon.
Congrats. Yeah, too early, before she died, obviously. She used to do this thing at Christmas where she would wrap up presents, but for some reason she liked to wrap things in other things' packagings. So you would open your present, and there would be like a box of cakes, and you go, "Oh, Mr. Kipling fondant fancies. Thanks, Nan." She go, "No." She goes, "Just bit nonsense." And you go, "What?" And then you realize you had to open the pack of cakes to find inside was a toy or something. So you just had to get to the point where if you got a really weird present, don't react until you've worked out whether that's the gift or if it's just an extra layer of random packaging where you'd get, "Oh, a crook lock." No. It's just a bit of nonsense. And then inside would be your deck of cards.
So she was doing it as a bit.
No, she was a little bit wonky upstairs.
Okay, because I think we talked about this once where it was with Howard or somebody that because our grandparents grew up in a time where like things were scarce, like my grandma used everything. So if she got a new toaster, she would take the toaster box and wrap up Christmas presents in it.
Yeah. One of my nan's favorite ones with the washing up gloves, you know, like the marigolds. She would cut the fingers into strips and use them as elastic bands. So she would cut the fingers off and lose those little loops.
Oh my God.
Because why would you want to buy rubber bands when you've got these perfectly good washing up gloves to cut?
Let's pick up the action here. Ben Lamb, not then, that Ben Lamb, made it 4,500. Called by Makelkoffs. My coffee's kicking in now, and my mouth is not catching up with it. Graziano also along for the ride. Lamb bet the flop, but then Makelkoffs raised. Good old flop raise.
Yeah.
To 15,000, and that's where we're at right now after Graziano got out of the way.
Yep, our qualifier in position and exerting full pressure on Benoit Lamb, who's still happy. He's a happy guy. Very happy guy. Just not in a great spot. Dave Fulo on Twitch saying, "I once got an empty box and it was told it was an Action Man deserter." Nice. Good job.
Feed the Geese's parents used broken TV as the stand for the new TV. I feel like that's pretty common. That happened in my house for a while also.
That's fantastic.
That's a Jeff Foxworthy, you might be a redneck if you got a working TV on top of a non-working TV, You might be a redneck.
Meanwhile, Jeff is on Twitter saying live, not live. WTF. I don't know what the confusion is. We are live. We are coming to you live. No delay. Cards down coverage. There'll be cards up on Friday for the final table.
What could Lamb be having an issue with here? A small overpair? Probably not sevens, but something like eights. I feel like, you know, you don't love this with ace king, but you don't think about it this long.
Yeah.
You know, like two overcards, you're either like just folding them or calling to get to the next card. Well, there's the call.
He's called it. He has made it so. 7 splash down on the turn.
I check to you, Razor.
Yeah, I don't think that Andre...
Not much thought went into that.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be playing particularly non-straightforward poker. He's just solidly going about betting what I think he probably has the best of it.
Yeah, that looks like a overpair to me, like a Jaxie type of move.
I agree, sir. I agree. And the problem is that Benoit is running out of chips. He can't keep going fishing. If he had some sort of multi-draw, if he had some overcards with the diamonds, or if he had some part of the straight, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to get too carried away trying to get ranges going because there's just so many options. But pay to see that turn.
Can I put them both on jacks here?
Yeah, I will allow that.
It's got to be nines, right? Nines for Lamb. Tens. Makelkovs, did you ever watch Friday Night Lights, Matt?
No, but I plan to because I understand there's lots of attractive people in it.
You watched Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah, of course.
Remember the poor man's Matt Damon that shoots that kid?
Yes.
This guy, Makelkovs. Say in a second. It helps if we're looking at him. Action's not on him, so.
Right.
Looks like a cross between that guy and Chris Moneymaker.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Folds aces, wow.
Whoa, whoa, what?
Wowee.
What?
I mean, he's afraid of sets, and he's going to be behind sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it was a tournament. I mean, the problem is he's short. He's now down to 15 big blinds, but you can understand why he would feel foolish, perhaps, to run into an opponent playing so strong. Now it all makes sense. It was just a freak.
Look at it, it's Landry and Chris Moneymaker.
You really got to work on your timing here, Joe. I mean, where's the button that controls which camera? That, I mean, actually, do you know what? I mean, that's just gonna happen.
Did we see the other hand?
Kings.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Is when you said it all makes sense. The strength that Andre was playing it, and I said I think he's going to be playing pretty straightforward. We know he's our qualifier, our Latvian player. He made that move very quickly, didn't he, that bet?
I really admire Takafuji's ability to fold aces there. I'd be like, I call. He's like, set of sixes. Yep, GG.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I say I do understand that. You know what? The guy is being strong upon strong upon strong. He's acting fast. He's just keeping coming. You go, I just don't think I'm good enough. Something happened to you in the bounty bonus by any chance?
Yeah, you know, he's got it in aces versus jacks versus tens. What hand do you think wins there?
Tens?
Correct!
Time to remind you that as well as the bounty bonus, as well as the free roll later on, we've also got our scoop competition going on. Don't forget that you can pick up one of 3 $109 scoop tickets. You just need to play in a scoop spin and go. Don't need to win the whole thing. Just win a hand with a pocket pair. That is the criteria. Any pocket pair. Either tweet us a screenshot or the boom link plus the hand ID And very importantly, you must use the hashtag PSCWin. PSCWin. Don't send it to our normal comms channel. It will get lost. Got to do that by midnight tonight. And then 3 winners will be drawn at random. And you'll each receive a $109 scoop ticket. So again, even more ways to help you build up your bankrolls for nothing here.
It's a scoop, spin, and go.
Yep.
And what do they have to hit?
A pair. Win one hand with a
hand
pair.
with a pair. That's it.
That's it. That's the only criteria. So no specifics. Not got to win the whole thing. Just a hand. There you go. Simple as.
Easy to do. Hey, I'm at Hardigan's table.
No. How many
he
chips?
folded. He's gone already.
Oh, is he gone? Right.
I didn't have a chance to slag him off.
Can't even see how many chips he's got.
He's got 21,000. Well, 22,000, really. Must be nice. Must be nice to have your 80% favorite hands hold.
Incidentally, look, we've not celebrated this enough. This is the prettiest room in poker.
It really is. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't believe it. I mean, I refuse to say things I don't believe, so.
Everyone, the 2-minute break and the add-on period in the bounty bonus has begun. Well, actually, it will do when all the hands are complete, but I think we must be getting pretty close to that. Don't forget, rebuys are still available until then. I've just clicked everything that has the word auto in it. Meanwhile, back at our table, a raise from Patrick Antonius under the gun +1 has been re-raised. A 3-bet from Alexandru Papazian.
Turtle Frenzy on Twitch has explained the aces fold, by the way.
Okay.
He folded aces because any low pocket pair becomes a 3 of a kind. He loses to if for some weird reason he has 6s or 7s. He needed money in the pot because his chip count was low. He needs commitment to make money. You don't make money all in shoving pre-flop.
Thanks very much for your answer to a question we didn't ask.
Unless your opponent has kings, in which case,
yeah,
you do.
Yeah, because if he got it all in pre-flop, aces versus kings.
I mean, kings probably fold pre-flop, right?
Well, Alexandru against the short stack of Ben. No, I think.
You don't think kings fold pre-flop?
No, I don't think so. I think that's how you make. I think a lot of the time you make a lot of money. I'm also being asked if there's any quiz for today. No, I think we're just going to play it straight away. But I have got an absolute doozy of a game for you guys. I hope Tuan checks us out at some point. I've got an absolute doozy of a game that I'm going to play with you guys over the next couple of days at some point. I have, as always, done a lot of work in between events to make sure that you guys have some fun with us this week. Did we miss a 4-bet? I think we missed a 4-bet from Patrick pre-flop. And that's how we find ourselves with 77,400 in the middle. Apologies when we miss these things. We are multitasking. Yeah, look, a raise, the 3-bet, the 4-bet. And now a check from Patrick on the Jack-Jack 8 flop. Good luck in the bounty bonus. The bounties are now live. Sorry to keep going on about it, but it's 150 bucks on all 3 of us. Not cumulatively, 150 for me, Joe, and James.
Make sure you click the add-on if you want it. 4,000 chips for $1.10.
Yeah. Meanwhile, check brought the deuce of hearts. Things slowing down here. Drunk Tilt is saying Lamb will never fold aces again in his life. I don't mind it at all. I just don't mind it.
I'm impressed. Like, I'm going to go broke there a lot with aces.
Yeah. And the thing is that the aggression and the confidence coming from Andre could so easily be read as one of those much bigger crushing hands. Interesting. And again, it's easy to make all these statements after you've seen what the hands were.
You have his king?
Don't try and call Patrick's hand.
I don't speak to you. Pair of 8s.
8s and jacks with the king on top for old time's sake. Man, I can't wait to bite into this apple in 24 minutes. It's been sitting here. Not like an attractive makeup person, but like an attractive apple.
I mean, you can't
bite an attractive makeup person, but an apple.
Or so the court has said.
Well, not anymore. Not after the last 2.
Not after the 60s. Hey, Naughty Senpai on Twitch says, are the pros participating marked in any way? Some of them have tattoos.
Yeah.
Others have a birthmark or identifying features.
Yeah.
So yes, some of them are marked.
As children, they bang their heads on radiators and they have some scars.
Some scars, yeah, or a glass coffee table.
Yeah.
That's a popular one.
Patrick Antonius, incidentally, you might have seen a graphic there, up 202,000 since the start of the day. He is now a huge leader here on our featured table. No doubt across the field of 192 players remaining. 304,100 for Patrick now. Average stack 116, so it gives him 152 bigs here with 23 minutes to go.
Here we go, Davide Katai on the button. That's not getting folded ever. Makes it 5,200. And Benoit Lamb is all in. And shows aces. That's how you play him. That is exactly what the guy on Twitch was saying. You don't win by moving all in pre-flop with aces.
No. I mean, I know, I appreciate that.
He managed to win with them this time
in
around.
black and white is up to 38 grand, but I think that's the exception rather than the rule.
Because I bet you Patrick Antonius folded kings there. Excuse me, Davide Katai folded kings there.
Yeah.
You're Romania.
Good. I'm glad you keep reminding me because I will forget to celebrate that. $4,500 from the Romanian Papazian.
Much more reasonable raise than Davide Katai's 5,200.
Foolish. That's the problem. It's foolish. Be careful with all those new chips, Benoit.
Crippin' Dudes on Twitch says 4 cameras on one table, lol. I know, right? Because that's way too many or not enough. I don't which.
I'm not sure. I mean, it's exactly how many we need.
Yeah.
So it's hard to know whether that's...
I'm not sure what his complaint, his lol is at.
I don't know
is
if
that
it's...
too many or not enough?
Is he like, oh my God, that is so perfect that he's laughing?
Maybe. Lol, you nailed it.
He's just happy. Four-way to this one. The raise from Alexandru not taken particularly seriously by 3 players. Want to see exactly how this develops.
Yeah, I like this multi-way action. Well, there's an all-in.
Shortest stack getting the last 30,400 out the front.
Oh, that's an overbet all-in. Interesting. Patrick calls. Romania's out. Graziano with his sad eyes. Turns over. King, Queen, Antonius is dominated.
Trying to just chew casual. Good favorite, but at risk.
Club on the turn gives additional outs to Antonius.
Yeah, 12 outs.
I think this is going to be really, really dirty for Graziano. No.
Wow.
Somehow manages to dodge.
And he is back in it, and he is back in it in style. 40 big blinds now for Salvatore Graziano. Patrick Antonius takes the hit, but still got more than $250,000 in a world where the average stack is just shy of 120.
Nice move with the overbet shove there.
Absolutely. Well, time to shower some love on some of our qualifiers. This is Valery Lubinets. He is a farmer. He is from the Ukraine. He is playing his 4th PokerStars event. And he has got an absolutely tremendous table draw.
I'm a farmer.
Oh, and I've just got sat next to Daniel Negreanu. Well, I mean, that's the experience you hoped for. Or
Cool.
is it?
Yeah, what a great experience.
Kirilo Kudama, also from the Ukraine. He is a tennis coach. He gets in the Federer hat, slightly telegraphs that. This is his first major tournament. He wants to be a professional poker player. Well, you're in the right place to start that career swing. And Robert Pankowski from Poland, works for Orange.
Met him the other night at the qualifier party. Awesome dude, loves the show.
Very short in chips, so hoping that he hangs on. Can also tell you that Kirilo also just lost a pretty big pot to Nick Petrangelo.
Hey, Nicky Petrangelo, say hi to your Maz for me.
You need to send some positive vibes to our qualifiers, because we do love it when the qualifiers go deep.
Can I go to the bathroom with a microphone?
You can go to the bathroom whenever you want.
I know.
Yes, you cannot.
But if he waits 17 more minutes, he won't have to miss any hands.
Yeah, it'll be for free. A lot of random love for Roger Federer for no apparent reason. In Twitch, glad that just mentioning his name has brought forth all the love. I nearly read out my hand there in the bounty bonus. Don't do that. This one is a raise from Martin Lund, been called by Takafuji. We've got a queen 5-4 double diamond flop.
45.
I am absolutely dwindling away in the bounty bonus. Lack of focus, I'm afraid. Somebody is going to get 150 bucks off Waster. I just thought, didn't we have little targets on our faces before?
We used to, yeah. A little bullseye.
That's a shame. I think that was quite handy, especially because I don't have a name or an avatar that makes it particularly obvious that I'm worth 150 bucks. Although
It's a secret.
most people seem to have known it's me. They're all pounding on me.
So Lunda the Razor here. Takafuji, our new favorite player.
Really?
He's on board.
He's hardly played anything, Joe.
I
mean,
just
you-
like Japanese guys.
Oh, okay. Is that what your profile says on Tinder? Check, check. Poker's going to win this one.
Pair of queens. I just like seeing players from countries we don't normally see on tour, and that
Yeah.
rising sun on the flag, I love it.
Yeah, simple. Simple, that flag, isn't it? Don't need to make things complicated.
I also like the Japanese people in general. They keep their affairs in order over there.
Tidy.
Yeah.
Respectful. Being asked by Miles, why aren't the players' hands shown? We can't show you the hands of these guys because obviously they're just one of many tables and it would be unfair. So you're going to have to stick around with us. And then on our last day of broadcast, when we are down to the final table of probably 6, then we will bring you a whole day of cards up coverage for you to drool over. Lick the screen.
Matt, what's a weeb?
A what?
A weeb.
A weeb. A weeb. I don't know.
People on Twitch are calling me a weeb.
Weeb.
It's probably a bad word, and I've just said it like 7 times, so I'm gonna stop till I find out.
No,
what it
I mean, I
means.
know dweeb, but I don't know weeb.
I'm a dweeb that's not cool enough for the duh.
Kind of makes sense. A raise from Patrick Antonius, and that will do the job. And everyone should stick around because there going to make an announcement in a few seconds that you're going to be very keen to hear. Finally, we are going to reveal to you the password for today's free roll. Again, remember, every single evening at 9:15 Central European Summertime, there's the $2,000 PokerStars TV free roll. Search for PokerStars TV, or just TV, in the tournament lobby. Turn off your filters. And today's password... Why do we do this to ourselves? Avenue des Spins.
That's cute. Nobody's guessing that one.
All one word, Avenue des Spins. We will make sure it sticks around on the screen for a long while. But that is the password you need to get involved in that game in about 3 3/4 hours. So another opportunity to pick up some free cash.
Love it.
Build your bankroll. Start living the dream. I think I'm going to go all in and hopefully get called. Come on. Everyone keeps folding against me in the bounty bonus.
So I guess a weeb is someone, a Westerner, who loves Japanese stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard that before.
I like sushi and vending machines.
Harajuku girls.
Yeah, sure.
9-10 up against the ace-7. Oh, he's hit the 9. This could be all over for me. Eros Pista has won. Well done, mate.
What place did you finish in?
I have no idea.
I think it said 500 something.
508th. Yeah, I didn't do particularly well. Hopefully tomorrow the commentary schedule will be slightly more favoursome that I play. Last time I got really lucky in that when we did the bounty bonus, it always seems to fall when it was on my break, so I could kind of like focus on it and give it a bit of a proper shot. But congratulations, Eros. Well done to you, sir. Now I should be turning my attention to the free roll.
It's going to be really tough for somebody to bust me, Matt.
Why?
Because I'm fifth in chips.
Are you sat out? Oh, good for you, dude.
So there's only 4 people who can bust me.
Once again, just in case you happen to step away, top left of your screen is the free roll password for tonight. Avenue des Spins. Now my brain is worrying at what the potential next 4 days might bring in passwords. I tried to learn Japanese when I was a teenager. I have no idea why, just to probably appear interesting.
I'm turning Japanese.
I really think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a doctor to take your picture so that I can look at you from inside as well. Actually, it's a bit hole-popey.
There's a little Neil J in there once he got rid of his glasses. Turned a little squinty.
I mean, this is going to sound dreadful, but you know Minority Report where Tom Cruise puts that injection under his jaw? If Neil Johnson did that to himself, that's what might come out the other end. That's tremendously insulting, and I apologize. Incidentally, I can tell you that with Patrick Antonius taking a big dent recently, and some more chip movement in the field, we have a new chip leader, Andreas Klatt. German player, attractive young man.
Kitty clap.
And he has got 355,000 chips. In fact, you can see as well, plenty of exits in the field. 184 now left in the game. 143 will get paid. Still got 2 levels to play on the day.
Poker.
I believe it's pronounced poker.
Poker.
That's closer to it. Again, just to either be trolled or to genuinely deal with people's concerns. Again, that free roll, if you go to the tourney tab in the PokerStars lobby, turn off your filters, and then in the search box, if you just put TV, you will see that all 5 of the free rolls are there listed as announced. Today's is now registering. Already 1,398 people have found it. Avenue des Spins, all one word, lowercase, top left of the screen, is your password. Good luck. Have some fun. Come play with us. Come play with us. Join us. Join us. A raise from our qualifier, Andrei Makhlikovs. 4,500. Gets the call from Alexandru Papazian on the button. Also Salvatore Graziano. And also Davide Kitai. So we have got 4 players checking out a 10-8 deuce double club flop.
It's almost a family pot like my family. It's missing my dad.
Ooh! And at least 3 of these people wouldn't recognize you on the street.
Oh man, this guy using the wrong hashtag. It says haven't been watching for a while, and now it's all different. What's new? Hashtag to replace EPT Live. It's hashtag PokerStars TV. And yes, a flush does still beat a straight.
Yeah, we didn't make that many changes. Davide Kitai came out firing 7,800 after Salvatore Graziano checked. Gets the call from qualifier Andrei Makhlikovs from Latvia. And now onto the bearded button. That sounds dreadful. Alexandru Papazian.
He looks like the last man on earth.
I have traveled across the desert. Oh, and this is my seat drawer? Oh.
You're good at the joining in the improv, but there's a TV show called Last Man on Earth.
Oh, right, well, that's no good to me.
What just happened?
Have you won?
Not yet, but I'm getting there.
I'm getting the funny feeling that Alexandru Papazian is going to do something quite dramatic. Obviously, his limited options are fold, call, or raise. So I guess what I mean is he's going to raise here.
He's going to do one of them.
There was a fantastic comic series, quite saucy, about a decade ago, The Last Man on Earth. That was quite interesting. I'll leave it to your imagination. Wow, here we go then.
On to Latvian Moneymaker.
29,900 back in your chops. He did start this whole thing off. He did continue. He has, dare I say it, been playing quite straightforward. Not really meant as a criticism at all, but we've not yet seen him make any funky moves that haven't been completely backed up by his cards. Is this another overpair? He's going to let it go. We're not going to get to know. That's frustrating. Being asked, would you put the free roll password? It will ask you if you fire it up, if you like double click on it, it will say register, or you can just register from the lobby. And when you do that, a little box says enter password. Bang, easy as that. Type it in, hit confirm, play poker. Join us.
Come on in. Start your bankroll. You know how many poker players, professionals, started off with saying, I want a free roll?
One. No,
no, more than one.
I'm going to say more than one, Joe.
Correct.
There you are. Keep it down, Joe.
Join us.
Can hear Daniel. Love it. Love it.
He's not even in the country. He's just making one of his video blogs. 5 minutes left on this. Meanwhile, talking of the D-Neg, we've got a D-Neg-tastic break. We're going to be reliving some of Kid Poker's best hands from the 2013 Monte Carlo main event outing. So don't go anywhere in the break. Enjoy the bounty bonus if you're still in it. That looks to be a raise and take it for Patrick. Up to 271,000 now. Chris is asking how much play is left today. We've got a break coming up in 4 minutes, and then we have got 2 more 1 hour 15 levels back to back. But if we get to the bubble, obviously we then get into all this hand-for-hand malarkey. So it might not necessarily be exactly by the book on the clock.
Things could get a little funky.
Because we've got 180 left and we pay out 143. So, you know, as a general rule, you've got a 20-minute break plus 2 1-hour 15 levels. But no guarantees on that. Things may slightly skew.
James, you know how many people could bust me in the bounty bonus right now? Correct. Number 2 in chips.
Woo! Man, you understand the game of poker and the mechanics about winning it.
There's no way I'm good here, right?
Andre has raised this to 4,500. It's working its way around the table. What an effective raise. Just one call from Salvatore Graziano. If I had to make a guess at what nationality Salvatore was, I would never have got to Swiss. I would have got through easily 15 or 16 countries before I would have got to Switzerland.
I mean, it does border Italy pretty heavily. So, you know, there's a lot of crossover there.
I guess so. So with 14,400 in the middle, a check, a better 6K, the job is done.
Job done.
People are curious to know whether the next break is sponsored by dinner or is it too early.
Adam says Papazian weirdly reminds me of a bearded Ola Shemian. So, you know, Ola Shemian.
Shemian has been there. He has gone to that kind of length before. Hand 95. Cashier number 1.
And I believe with this hand, we are going to be, oh, so close to number 1 in chips in the bounty bonus.
Wow. Get a screenshot.
Not till we get there.
Chris is saying, well, does that mean there's a potential post-bubble bust-out bonanza today? It just depends how close we are to the end of the level. At the very end of the day, if there's time, then yeah. I'm sure there'd be more than a few players who'd be very happy to get through the bubble and then decide their fate before the end of the day so they don't come back with some dwindling stack tomorrow. We shall see. It's quite nice, isn't it? We don't really know. It's quite nice to have a little bit of, might be a shorter day, might be a longer day. Might get through the bubble, might come back tomorrow and go immediately into the bubble. We just don't know.
What's nice is that there's no right answer here, so we can't get it wrong either.
See, you're wrong when you say that.
All right, well, there it is, the Katai-Atonis matchup we've all been waiting for. It's going to be the last hand of this level.
Check, check brings a king of diamonds. It's a pretty poor Badugi hand, but it is a Badugi hand nonetheless. Everyone, you king high, good luck. 13,800 up for grabs. I can't believe that this battle that we've been looking forward to has gone check, 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 check.
These two aggressive beasts.
These crazy players from outer space. It was a raise and a call, check, 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 and now we are
it's like
check,
if
check to show.
Freddy versus Jason was just a slap fight.
Exactly, or just like some slight pointing and name calling. Well, believe it or not, the pocket threes are good for Davide Katai.
We're keeping the same table.
And that's going to take us into a 20-minute break.
Huh?
Just grab a green screen for your player profile. Just take 1 minute.
Green screen, okay, sure.
Let's remind ourselves how these players stack up as they head off with their man bags into the break. So Benoit Lam and Martin Lund, bottom of this table. Patrick has got 110,000. The guys are going on a break. We're going to do the same. Join us in 20 minutes when we continue our main event coverage here at the PokerStars Championship Monte Carlo.